That's right, you are now listening to Tommy Tom's One Mic. Warning, this podcast contains explicit language, triggering or sensitive topics, and controversial discussions. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tommy Tom's One Mic.
I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, flip personality, you know it's I. You never seen my kind, never seen a sliver or a slice. I'm the butcher, choice cuts, know I'm nice. You got beef? I got waggle with a knife. Now I'm gonna be wrapping up bodies up at night. Like Ray Charles, y'all know I'm out of sight. Now I'm gonna be slaying niggas, cause you know I love the life. Yo, you gotta read between the lines. I'm only gonna be moving when I'm read through all the signs. Johnny Mnemonic, I got an upgraded mind. This is for the rebels and the revolutionary minds. Cybernetic linguistics, you know I'm on my mind. Prototype the new dimension, man, that shit is mine. Future is creation and creation is sublime. Make your own legend, only happens with time.
Let's hit the mic.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tommy Tom and One Mic. And returning today, I have rapper extraordinaire, basketball aficionado, Mr. Forever Fresh. Fresh.
Tom.
Back.
What's good, bro? Thanks for having me back.
Yep, long time no see. I think the last
it's been a while.
I think the last time I saw you was the last show that I did up here. Can't even remember the times. Everything's jumbled together at this point. Like dates and everything.
That was a while ago. I can't even remember the date on that one either, but it was a good time.
It was in the summer. Summer. I know that. It's like, oh, now I gotta remember when. Not happening anymore. Getting too old. But you've been a busy man. I see you, on your social medias, getting back out there performing again. Overcoming the year that was 2020. That's when I first had you on the show. So, completely different space and time for you now.
Yes.
Like to share a little update with everybody, from then to now, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, since last year, man, it was crazy. It wasn't a lot of shows going on. We was able to get a couple in here and there up at Cabernet Franks and everything. But since that, the Horsemen, the group that I'm a part of, we dropped our album in January. And since, we've been doing so many shows, bro. We've worked with the NAACP. We've been working with breweries. We just been doing a lot of big things. And as a group, and we've been staying busy. We just had a show last weekend up at the Alchemist Brewery up in Stowe, Vermont.
Oh.
One of the best times ever. I can't even lie. It's one of the best shows I ever had ever. It was just a good time. It was a party. They had a big company party get together. So they had catered food. I guess I could talk about it. If you was there, you would know. They had open bar. They had a bowl with pre-rolls for everybody. It was fucking awesome. It was just a great time.
Had the whole moving on up, getting those corporate gigs here.
Yeah, private parties. I was like, holy, look at us. We done came up. But yeah, things been going good as far as that with us. Yeah, that's what we've been doing since last time I've seen you. So that's been keeping us pretty busy and everything, and working on new music. I think everybody in the group has put out a solo album or is going to put out a solo album this year as well. So we've been working hard.
Not staying idle. Actually keeping busy with it and all that. That's good. And I know you also you went back to work. So essentially it's always the balance of work and
yeah, man. For a long time I was working from home, and that made me a whole different kind of lazy, I want to say, because, working from everything is different when you work from home. You don't really work as hard. You just watching TV, you eating more, you just chilling, doing nothing in your underwear. So it's what the hell? Now I'm back out in the real world, mingling with people. It's I almost forgot. I lost all my social skills. What the hell's going on?
See people and be oh my God, human contact again.
Yeah. How do I talk to you? I don't even know how to talk to people anymore. Shit.
It's a whole culture shock once again.
It's readapting to the world, trying to figure out how things are now. Looking at people man, you still might be sick. I don't know. But it's been all right though. It's been good to be back out. Being in the house kind of give you that cabin fever sometimes. So it's getting out, fresh air and moving around it feels good too. Yeah,
just the human contact. I'm sure that's with the shows coming back and everything. That's the ultimate high of just being able to perform and just to see. Yeah, I think people probably now you know, you could probably speak better. That like in those type of settings, it's just like it's nice to get out and not be logged down to everything.
Yeah, man. The energy from the crowd is like so much. You could see that people are happy to be out and enjoying the music more than like before. They like, I feel like they were, you know, they were there, they enjoyed it, but like now people really showing their appreciation at the shows. Like it even me, like the way I would perform at a show now, like I've been doing crazy stuff since we've been out of this lockdown. Like I was hanging on rafters, jumping off the stage. I'm like, I'm too old for this. Like I'm hurting like the next day. Like I'm bugging out. Like I'm too old for this, but it just feel good to be out there. So like just stepping it up, like feeding off the crowd energy and giving them back the same, you know, if I can. It comes with a price though, man. I'm telling you, my legs be hurting now after I get on stage. My stamina ain't back yet. I got to get used to like being out there again.
You're gonna have to get like a lazy boy that you can perform on or something like that.
For real though. But it just sucks going on so late sometimes now, because then you got to be there all day and you enjoying everybody having a good time. Next thing you know, you got to get up there. It's like, shit, it's late. I'm feeling buzzed.
As you get older, it's like, yeah, I'm starting to get a bedtime.
Oh, for real. Oh,
I have the advantage that I work nights, so I'm already nighttime. It's like a weird thing. I'm like dead, and then it hits like 10 p.m. and then it's like I'm awake. That's when my body's like, oh, this is normal time. Let's it.
Go to, yeah, that's that vampire life. It'd be tough to do that. Like I wanted to work like a third shift job, but I'm like, I don't know how I feel because I wouldn't want to go to sleep in the daytime. Like I feel like I would never sleep.
Yeah, I probably average like 4 or 5 hours. Really, it's really like kind of naps sometimes. Like if I'm really tired when I come back from work, I'll just like pass out, see whenever I wake up. Then I'm up doing stuff till like 5 or something like that. It's really more of the grind of like the weekends, get as much done as I can so I can just kind of sit back and relax more so than stress about editing and doing everything like that. So
I feel you. That 5 to 6 hours is like a norm. Like if I'm up trying to get some music done, anything, or like just being up, like 6 hours is like, that's pretty standard for me. So like I could do that, but not in the daytime.
Yeah, there's sometimes like I go out, I'm like, it's like it is vampire like the sun's out. It's like, oh, this is light. Oh, this feels good.
I get out of work, bro, and I want to like smoke a little something, probably have a beer. And I'm like, if I'm doing that so early in the morning, my whole life would be like screwed up. I don't even know how I would make it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a hassle. A lot of people don't do it. I probably do it more so that I don't have to deal with customers. I guess that's my main thing.
Okay, yeah.
I already have like a loose tongue, I guess you can say, when I just talk to my coworkers sometimes. I was joking, like if the cameras in ShopRite had audio, I'd probably be fired for some harassment. Probably like the manager old or something and like saying that he has dementia or like other jokes that it's just like, yeah.
Should have said that.
Thank God they don't. So, I can't do that with customers. I just want to do the job and get out. So
no, I feel you there.
I mean, if I could, I would. It's just more so also just the hours and the way I have it set up that I'm able to do other stuff. So I always say, as long as they don't fuck with that, I'm good.
Good, yeah, for real. That's like me too. Like I get out, my schedule's pretty cool and they flexible. So they know if I got like a gig or something, I could work my schedule where I work extra one day, get out early. Like I usually get out at 3:30 anyway. So it's like I could get anywhere I need to get to for a show unless, so it's pretty good. Like I like having that flexibility, especially now that shows are starting to pick back up.
Yeah, like I have it so that like Thursday through Saturday, I'm always like free. And say if I do have a show, usually I try and set it for Saturday and I'll be like, yeah, don't expect me on Sunday. I won't be in. We'll just move it. I'll work that following Thursday or something like that.
It's not happening. I don't blame you. Yeah, man. But yeah, I've been trying to stay busy myself now, like just working and then working on my album. I've been working real hard on this album. Like even through last year, I've been prepping this next album is called Groundwork. And it's pretty much almost done. It's going to come out November 29th. And like, bro, I put so much work into this album. Like, it's kind of like a reunion of all my friends that I've worked with along the way. because Groundwork was pretty much a mixtape series that I started with. So my first music work was called Groundwork. It was a mixtape. I ended up making 4 of them before I got to where I'm at now, right before I did Dougie and everything with the Horsemen. So I'm kind of making an album to just like tribute to that the mixtape, because you know you can't look up the mixtape on iTunes or nothing like that. So like it's kind of like giving them that same feel of a old school mixtape with a bunch of features and just like different kind of music, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I can't wait for people to hear it. Like I really put my all into this one.
It's more so I guess Dougie was just the artistic thing. This one's more of like a life tribute. I guess you could say kind of album.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Dougie's
Dougie was more me. It was like more personal, more about me. I kind of wanted to give give the people me and Dougie. This one is kind of like have fun, enjoy it, and it's kind of like music you're gonna want to listen to again. I wouldn't say it's like those hit songs that you want to dance to, but it's definitely gonna be music that you could smoke to, ride to, anything like that. Just some good type of music.
Sounds dope. Now, I guess since you've been like getting back out there and anything, has there been I guess any like weirdness or any changes that you've seen or anything like that, or does it just seem like old times, I guess, getting back out there?
No, it's been actually a couple places it's been weird. I mean, I went to one venue where everybody had to sit down. I mean, well, yours, I think it was like that at Cabinet Frank's too. Well, like, they just started that where everybody had to sit down. I wasn't used to that, and it's kind of like still going on. And I'm like, it's kind of weird to be at a show where you want people to be up and moving and everybody's sitting down. It's kind of, but a lot of people figured out they just played a bar at that point. So everybody be just chilling at the bar and listening to the music. But I mean, besides that, nah, not really. Things been good. I mean, they've been spacing stuff out as far as the crowd to the performers, which is pretty cool for the time being. But then, you know, we kind of social as artists. So once we get off stage, we mingling with the crowd anyway. So, I mean, I guess that's something to protect those people that's still wary of COVID and everything. But not really. I haven't really seen too much to be different. And I mean, I haven't been to too many different venues yet. So maybe if I get to like a different, like I've been doing New Hampshire and Vermont and stuff like that. So if I get out to like Boston or Connecticut, I'll see if they're doing it a little bit different.
The not dancing thing was always a weird one there. It's easier for us comics. We want them to sit down and just like be there. But I can imagine that's like the opposite. Most of the time it's difficult for my shows where it's like, okay, how are we going to get them to pay attention to the comedy or enjoy it? Because people will be moving around. And then it's like, oh, no, you can't even dance. You know, we're at, police state, I guess you could say, almost, of like, oh, you can't dance, can't have any fun or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it's got to suck for you, especially as a musician, just to fucking, because that's what you feed off. That builds the energy and all that.
Yeah, and to see somebody just sitting there, you know, even if they smiling or not, it's kind of hard to like really judge that crowd interaction with they just sitting down. But that's not even bad though. I mean, it's still good to see people out there. You know, it just feels good to be back out, you know, on the microphone, on the stage.
That's what was cool, I think, about the last show you guys did, because I do remember it was like, for the most part, people were like sitting. And then I think when it came to like the last song or so, that's when everybody got up and was like dancing and all that. That was like, there's still that nervousness of like, can we or can't we, can we or can't we? You know what? Last song.
Last song, let's go. That was a great feeling too, to see everybody get up. At that moment, it was like, okay, it's almost over. Now everybody got up to dance. It was like that was a good feeling to go off to too. So like we was on like floating on the cloud after we got off that one too.
It's a great way to just end it. It's just like, all right, cool. It was like the official thing I did. We're back at it. You know, it's like that first step.
I remember the days where there's only been like 5-6 people in there and we knew 2 of them. And like, just to see like those kind of crowd reactions now when you get to different venues and everything, it's like, that's a great feeling on its own. Like, that's what we pretty much do it for. Like, some people in it for the money and everything. I say, if you could make people do that everywhere you go, those other things will come. So I'm just worried about getting that reaction wherever I go, like just making people enjoy themselves and be able to get up and dance.
Yeah, you don't like, I've always been of the mindset, don't do what you love for money, in the sense of like, yeah, you want to make money, of course, doing what you like doing. But if that becomes the main focus, then you change the whole emotion behind what actually makes you want to do it from the first place and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
and stuff.
That's so true. Yeah, I've seen it, man. I've seen that tenfold, especially like when I was playing sports back in the days. Like it was all fun and games, and then you get paid for it. It's like a whole different level of what you can and can't do, how you got to do this and how you got to do that. That's like, damn, I just want to play the sport that I've been playing since I was a kid. It kind of took all that away from it. So I'm like, yeah, same thing. It's the same exact thing. So I try not to lose that focus and just focus on what the passion is. Like, don't focus on the money, focus on the passion, and everything else will come at its own pace.
And all that. I mean, like, I've tried doing podcasts with like other groups of people and stuff and like that. I've said like, my asshole tightens every time somebody like brings up like, yeah, we're gonna be making this type of money and all this, or like going like that. It's like, oh man, we haven't even like recorded one episode. Oh, just like pull it back a little and stuff like that. So it's always right timing for something where it just works for people and stuff like that, and then at the same time, just for yourself also, like you have to kind of be ready for yourself to go back out there or to do something, I guess you could say.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you are also, you mentioned it, the basketball aficionado that you are.
I used to be. I hung it up a long time ago. I don't even rep it like I should. People always be on me like, yo, why you don't talk about you playing ball? I was like, I don't do it no more. I'm like, I try not to even, I just let it go. It's like.
You let it go.
That was a big part of my life, especially growing up as a kid. But I mean, since I put down the rock, I just kind of like stopped talking about it. But I kind of do want to pick it up again, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been thinking about it. Like, if I get like an indoor gym somewhere, because my old knees, I can't be out there on concrete right now. I'm like, and I done played on a different level. Like, I can't go back to like concrete. So I got to save my knees. If I can get an indoor gym, I might get back in it. But no more jumping. No more jumping. All I can do is shoot now. I'm just shooting. No jumping.
Did you follow? I guess you still follow the NBA and all that. What was your team? I don't know if I asked you what your team was.
All right. So real honestly, I'm a Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan my whole life, which was horrible. I have to say that it's true. I've dealt with a lot. And when the Nets came, I was kind of torn, like, well, I'm a Nets fan too. And it took me a while. And now I'm also a Nets fan. So let me just say I'm a diehard Knicks fan, but I rep the Nets too. What's the sad part about the NBA, though, is what the Lakers is doing. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
The senior league?
Hey, I don't know. I mean, seniors with that talent that they got, they going to teach them young boys a lesson.
I don't know. You know what I'm thinking, though? This is like Lakers when they got Karl Malone and Gary Payton and all these other guys. I think it could be like today's version of that, where it's like they're all great, but does the chemistry and all that like fit? It'd be almost like the finals when it was the Heat when LeBron was on there with Wade and Bosh the first time, and it was the Mavs that beat them. That really you only got one star, Dirk. Really, Dirk, and then you have all these other good players.
That is a great comparison. First of all, of the Karl Malone and Gary Payton Lakers. I could totally see where you're going with that. And that I agree in a way. I hope it's not. But I think with adding Westbrook is going to like change that whole chemistry. Like he just averaged so many triple doubles in the last how many seasons? Like he's a different level like player. I think he's going to help them. He's that extra piece that they need to like, just that beast. Russ is a beast. And everybody else is just like little key parts. But I feel like they put those parts together so well that machine going to just run. I don't think they're going to lose. And it's sad to say, it's kind of like Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. It's like, I don't think they're going to lose either. It's just like, who's going to.
But they did. They lost. They lost to the Chargers, baby. Yeah, Buck lost there.
That's true. That is true.
Or I mean, the Rams. They lost to the Rams.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but I do give him his credit. That's the only thing.
I'm the same. It's like, I don't like the Patriots, but, I like Tom Brady. And I love this new Tom Brady of just not giving a fuck. That's
the one I like more. I like that guy.
It's like you're fucking savage, but I love it. It's like we get to actually see how you really think and all that. Looking forward to that New England game this week.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I'm definitely gonna be watching that one. I'm in New Hampshire, so it's a big thing. Like Tom Brady versus the Patriots. Like people are torn. I was listening to the news this morning on my way to work. There's people talking about how do you feel about the game? Are you gonna root for Tom Brady? And this one, the caller was like, I don't know. Like she was stuck. Like she didn't know how to react to it. She's like, I'm like, what can you say? That you've been that man's fan for 7 years. You loved him. He was your everything, and now he's still winning. Like, don't be mad at him.
Still winning. It just great. You big on football?
Yeah, man. It's touchy with football. I love football, but again, I'm a fan of the Giants. So that's like a heartbreak. It's been a heartbreak for so many years. It's like hard to watch. It's hard to watch. They ruin it. So if they play early and they lose on some dumb shit like they always do, I can't even watch the rest of the day. I can't even see nobody else. I got to watch the clips, highlights.
You and my boy Dave will get along great. He's a big Knicks fan. I think. I
feel sorry for him too.
It was something with the Giants, or he's a big Giants fan too, and he's like, "Well, Giants are done, so let's just get into it. Let's go Knicks. Let's just go." Yeah. He's like, I'm done watching football now. I'm just going to shoot.
Exactly. It's sad that about week 3 if it's over for your team. Like it's like, oh, now everybody hurt. They can't win a game. All right, let me just wait for basketball. I like Dave. He sounds like one of my homeboys. I like him.
I'm a 49ers fan, and I just don't know. I'm in a confusing state with my team. I don't know what's going on, but that's been like the case for a little bit. It was like that Super Bowl was like, oh, that was great, and then the fucking Chiefs just kind of like, I remember just watching that and just being like, well that kind of hurt. And it's just like, oh, we've been on this like hangover since. So
yeah. But the Chiefs ain't looking as good as they have been. So, I mean, it's looking kind of open out there right now in that, as far as, in that conference and everything.
I'm not surprised by the Rams just because I was a big Stafford fan.
Yeah.
When he was on the Lions, there's always these crazy games, him and Megatron and stuff like that. It's like, oh, he's a good player. He's just on a shitty team or something. It's almost like, what's his name? Zach Wilson. No, not Zach Wilson. Sam Darnold, who was on the Jets and was trash, and now he's on Carolina and they're undefeated and whatnot. That is like,
that's crazy.
You're gonna blame Sam Darnold, or you're gonna blame the Jets?
I blame the Jets. No matter what it is, I blame the Jets before anything else.
Who's your least favorite football team?
I mean, honestly, I don't really have it would probably be the Jets. I do no Mets and no Jets. So the Jets is like my least favorite. It's just, and I like the Buffalo Bills better than I do the Jets, and I always have. It's just because they play in the same stadium. It's just like, I never liked them.
Yeah. If I was a Giants fan, I would hate the Jets fans too. Like I came up with a joke with my friends of that. Like, it's like the Giants should be pissed. It's like we won all these championships, and then we just got cursed with these guys like riding our coattails. And the Jets, they're like, oh yeah, we'll just share this stadium with each other and whatnot. It's like, no, get out. You're bringing the bad mojo over here too.
Exactly. Messing up our turf and all that. Like, it's okay. I ain't even mad at them. They haven't won in so long. Or like, they've had chances. I've seen them become contenders, but then they blow it always in the playoffs. So it's like, I let them be. They shoot themselves in the foot. But I'm looking forward to see, like, when the playoffs hit. I know the Giants ain't gonna be in it. That's when I can like really get passionate about it, because it just hurts every week, man. It just sucks.
Just let your heart die, so you have no real connection for that. You can just enjoy whoever's there and playing and all that. That's been my mentality since the 90s.
Just looking forward to a good game. That's it. I ain't looking forward to that NBA season. I can't even lie.
No, it should be interesting with all the trades. I'm curious, how are the Suns going to react? How are they going to, is there going to be a down thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you keep forgetting about Giannis. Exactly. Milwaukee, I mean, they are the champs. But I just think they're going to come back the same strength they were. And I think if Brooklyn come back healthy, if everybody's healthy, it's all about health nowadays, because we've seen so many players get hurt last season, like especially towards the playoffs. It felt like all the key players got hurt last year. So it just depends on who stays healthy, I feel like. So I don't want to call the Nets, it's going to be the Nets and the Lakers, because let's say LeBron get hurt, AD get hurt, or people get hurt on the Nets like they did. It could be anybody in the finals again. So I'm just waiting to see.
I feel like Miami got to pick up in the offseason.
Kyle? Didn't they get Kyle Lowry? Am I bugging? I might be
Yeah,
bugging.
yeah, they did get Kyle Lowry. I'm curious because, I mean, say what you want about the bubble season, they did make it into the finals and all that. So I was maybe expecting more this past season from them, but it did seem like there was a little more fatigue and like maybe a down thing for them. Because
they was partying. They was partying in Miami too much after they came back from the finals. That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the only place open, so I'm sure they did enjoy themselves. All that, but it should be exciting. I think, I don't follow baseball. I know my friends are big baseball fans and whatnot. And we don't. This is also why we're not showing video. I'm wearing, I believe, a Mets hat right now. I'm really wearing because we went to a Mets game with my friends, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool hat. I'll buy that." Now, I have no ties to baseball, but at least with basketball and football, I know things are competitive and up in the air. And it's like, oh, sports are getting like real competitive now and stuff like that again.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to baseball, I don't really pay attention, but I've been a Yankees fan since a kid. Like, it's just brought up in me, like being raised in Brooklyn. So, like, my father made me a Yankees fan as a kid. So I don't have blue Yankees fit right now, but I'm in the worst place to wear one, so I always get criticized for wearing it. So I don't really wear them too often around here because I just don't feel like dealing with all the people talking shit about the the Red Sox or something else. I'm like, let me leave it alone.
Once again, you're just like my boy Dave, the Yankees fan and all that. He's living in Queens right now.
I gotta meet Dave. I gotta meet Dave for real.
No, we'll set it up. Dave's.
He wouldn't happen to be Lil Dicky, would he?
No. He's Puerto Rican and Dominican. He's far from Little Dicky.
Yeah.
Cuban and Dominican. Sorry, Dave.
That helped me get through COVID, watching Dave.
But Fresh, I think we reached a good point for halftime, for a little break. When we come back, I got something to discuss with you. I got some things to discuss with you. Based on some of your earlier comments, I think this is going to fall right in line. But we will be right back, folks, right after this. And we're back. Hey, guys. I hope you guys have all been enjoying my nice, friendly conversation with Mr. Forever Fresh. We've gotten to talk about, of course, his music career, rapping, performing. Once again, now in the new year. We got to talk about some sports, had a little nerd out on our sports knowledge and everything, and football and basketball. But it's time to get serious, folks. It's time to get serious, all right? Fresh, the first time I had you on this show, I confided in you my insecurities, my nervousness, my fears, because I could not dunk. What preceded was continual, and let me state continual, insults to my face on social media. You may not have tagged me in the photos, but I felt it in my heart. I thought we had a moment. I thought we were cool. But no. Next thing I know, not even maybe like a week after I dropped the episode, what do I see here? Oh, there's Fresh, dunking, chilling in the sun, just having a good old time. Oh yeah, look at me. Oh, still got it. Oh, okay.
Yo,
even now, how do we start this episode? Oh yeah, you know what? I think I might get back into it. My knees are not as good and all that, but I think I might get back into it. Isn't that how you? Those are your words, weren't they?
I specifically said no jumping. at that point.
No jumping now. That's what you said last time. And I expect, what, would you, in like a week, you're going to drop another photo? It's like,
Nah, I'm done. I'm not doing it. I promise. I swear I put my hand up. I won't. Yo, my bad, bro. I ain't going to even front. It was one of those days. We was on vacation in Florida, right? And they happened to have, it was a tennis court, basketball court, and squash. So we don't do none of that. And it was a basketball. So pickleball, yeah, I'm a pickleball. So she had me out there trying to dunk, and that was just her. It was not my doing. It was her doing. I couldn't walk for 2 days after that. No, that was the other time. I'm sorry. That was a different time.
The other time. Yes. Let's talk about.
This is why I don't do it. See, why'd you do this? I was not going this route.
If it was just one photo would have been fine. I commented, we had a good laugh on there. That's good. But no, then you have to go with the throwback dunk. You have to go with the throwback dunk. Say, hey man, look how good I was. Look how good. Oh yeah, I don't even have a throwback photo. Fred, okay?
Yo, Tommy, I'm sorry, bro. Like, sometimes I'll be watching these young athletes and stuff, and I'll be like, damn, I used to have it. And like, I know I can't do it no more. Like, I'm washed now. I'm first to admit, I'm completely washed. So when I'm able to do those, it's like, bro, it's like nostalgic. It's like it takes me back to being like 16, 17 again. Like, yo, you can still do this, old man. But
you can do it at 16, 17, huh?
They have not been directed towards you. None of that has been directed towards you. Those have been jabs at my inner old self and my needs that I don't have anymore. That's all that is.
It's all right. It's all right, Fresh. It's all right. Then there's only one way for us to settle this. For Fresh, I am challenging you to a basketball game.
Oh, shit.
I cannot give specific times, but at some point, I will travel up. And what I propose, best of 3, but we do this correctly. We will do your indoor basketball. We'll do professional rules. Okay. Then we're going outside. We'll play street rules. And
you lastly, bring on a double rim? If it's double rim, I'm with it too.
We both win, then we sell it the only way we can. We're gonna play some 2K.
My man, I accept that challenge 110%. Let's get it. I'm down.
So we'll have this. This is a challenge I'm setting up. We of course will set up something that I will come out to. Can do this. I'll get my guys and everything. But I figure this is the only way we can settle this. We can't handle the
I'm in New Hampshire.
Anymore.
I'm in New Hampshire, just so you know, though. But we could do it in Vermont too. We could still do Vermont. That's right next door.
I will come wherever you are at. Okay.
Oh shit! I feel like you about to come with some shit. You might be a hooper that I don't like. You see, you on the low hiding that you really ball. That's why I'm like a little nervous. You said that all too confident. I'm like, oh shit. Should I be worried? You about to get me practicing again, Tommy? What the fuck just happened?
It's the one thing that I have is I have no shame, Fresh. Okay. If I lose, I'm supposed to lose. You're a full foot taller than me. But if I win, whoo, you know what? I might have to take your sneakers on your home court somewhere.
That's fucked. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what happened. If it's been so long, like anything can happen. I'm gonna take it like that. So I'm gonna make sure I'm about to start practicing. I'm gonna prepare for you, man. I ain't gonna dunk on you though.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, man, that sounds like a good one. I'm definitely down for that. We'll get the boys out. We can make a good time with that one. That'll be
I thought that would be a good idea. I figure this has to go down. Of course, you are my kryptonite. I only seem to do good playing basketball against white people. So, see, that is the only time apparently my skill comes in. I don't know. It's a natural instinct. Apparently, I just refuse to lose at that point. Or I just make shots and, just put one fucking minority there. And then I'm Uncle Tom at that point. So
now you turn to Michael Jordan is what happened. You're the only one.
We'll see. Talking knees, my knees aren't that great either. So we'll see how this goes. How much wheezing and how many days we actually have to take. Because
that's the thing.
I don't think this is going to be a one-day shoot. Just personal account.
Bro, I think I could make it through a half court. I think I could get through a full half court game. But if you put me on a full court, I couldn't get up and down twice, bro. I'll be dead. I'll be throwing up on the corner.
No, we would do like a half court, but I mean, like to do that and then go to the next game afterwards. I'm like, let me get a healing day.
You can make it through 2 games.
Yeah. Well, we have to change locations. Like I said, first game professional, second street. I mean, maybe we can fit them all in one day, and then it's just, our broken bodies playing 2K or just like
word. Let's just see how that works. Let's see how what the bodies tell us after we get the first one. I'm with you on that.
I'm already preparing myself properly. I'm just like,
you know the outcome. All right, no doubt. So
You know, depending on how hard we go at it to the first game and whatnot, just be like, all right, pride.
No,
How
no
big is
doubt. It'll be a 2-day thing. 2-day thing just for our knees' sake. Just for our knees' sake. We're gonna do that
Yeah.
for our knees.
Thanks. But no, I thought that would be a fun idea to do with you. This is everything. Definitely go out, try and set it up, and do something fun. I figure.
I'm with that. Hell yeah. Sign me up for real.
Now you've been doing stuff with, like you said, some breweries and stuff like that. Have you looked into like any other things? Like you said, you've been busy and all that. Of course, developing the music and stuff like that. Have you looked into like, I don't know, any other avenues and stuff like that to, I guess, expand? Like we kind of alluded when we talked beforehand about looking for you on iTunes and whatnot. I guess expanding the brand of Forever Fresh.
Really, I should be focusing on something different, like another avenue, but I just haven't yet figured out what that would be. Like, there's so many different ways you could try to rebrand yourself and like market, like do different things to market. As far as like you could do merchandise, you could try to get into. I would love to try acting. Let's be honest. I want to tell you the truth. I think I can be on some low-level movies, but I think it'll be fun just to do it. Like, I just think that'll be something totally out my element, but I feel like it'll be fun to get into. And like, I could just, kind of be myself or whatever they want me to be and see if I could pull it off. But
you have a genre that like interests you?
Horror.
Horror?
But I don't think my tall ass would fit for horror movies. So I'd have to be in like some old love, romance, drama shit. But I don't know. I don't want to be that guy. Just a tall black guy in the background, or I don't want to be that guy. Or comedies. I wouldn't mind being the tall guy in the background in a comedy, that got like a one word or something. I wouldn't even mind being an extra, bro.
I mean, they play well. It's always like looking and like following through. Like, really, you can go online and find a bunch of places that they like list all that stuff and all that of like open castings and shit like that. It's just like really it's the traveling to the locations and getting there and like the commitment of time, I guess you could say. Actually,
I just think that's a hard avenue to try to jump into at this stage of life. So I feel like it ain't even worth wasting my time doing that. But like I've been seeing like some of my homeboys like taking different avenues in the music game, like even going towards like DJing and stuff like that. I always thought that I could go and be like, instead of like what Puffy was, like I could be like the guy that scouts talent and help them develop and stuff like that. Cause I know how to do it. And you got to kind of start at a younger age and like really put your all into it. And if you catch some young kids that really got talent and really focused on themselves and wanting to do whatever, like willing to invest in themselves to get themselves somewhere, I feel like you can open doors for other people. Especially, I feel like I can open doors for them, but they got to be willing to invest in themselves and, just really invest everything into their craft, like for real. I was thinking that avenue, but I really don't have anything to branch off with, to be honest with you. Well, we've just been thinking about a little something that is not big yet. I don't really want to talk too much on it because we have been thinking about getting our own beer.
I think Cause may have mentioned something to me. May have been on the episode. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah. Well, it could be something in the makings. We have some things that we have to do on our, but they're definitely down for it. And they just like, we got to take care of the things that we have to take care of. But we can have our own seasonal brew, which is kind of like in the state, any state, just to be able to get that is like, shit, it's not like Diddy and Ciroc or something, but it's like, yo, we got our name on the can, or this can represents us. Like, man, that'd be like just an amazing accomplishment, man. As a group that's really only been together 2 years, we done struggled so much with COVID and everything, and just to like get in the door and like come and have this kind of impact is like fucking crazy. Like, I just hope it works, but we'll see. Like, fingers crossed for that one. We should know around December, to be honest with you, though. So we waiting for that. And I mean, that'd be everything I'll do for the rest of my life. If we happen to get that, that'd be what I do, marketing that. And even if I don't rap another song, that'll just be what I feel like that's what I accomplished. Like, fuck it.
Oh, that would be dope. I mean, I was going to say, maybe looking into also producing shows or something, if you have those connections with the breweries and stuff, to hold your own events and stuff, of where you could also do the same thing of just finding local talent or holding like, you can even hold like competitions or something. You have your own 8-mile kind of thing or some setup like that. Where
funny, tell me, like all of that goes together. Like even with them, they were thinking about giving us like a so they was thinking about letting us do like a night, probably like once a month, where we bring out people that perform. You know, we could perform too, or we could bring out people, but it's pretty much our night we'll be hosting this night. And, you know, I'm like, damn, that's a hell of an opportunity. First of all, I love the brewery. Before anything, I was a fan of the brewery. It's Alchemist Brewery in Stowe. Love the heady type of beer. So, like, to be able to have them representing us and us to be able to have the opportunity for them, it's like crazy. So that could give us the opportunity to put other people on that could, you know, could get seen by them, because that's a real good group of people you could get seen by up there. So it's just amazing opportunity to have. I hope that really falls in play, but that'll be more of like a Horseman thing. Not just me alone, but, you know, everything goes hand in hand. So we, you know, the Horseman is the four of us individually. So it's all the same thing.
No, it's just that unified front of just getting better. And no, sometimes I think, especially in like entertainment, sometimes you think you got to do it on your own or something. Like it's that like solo mentality of like, you got to try and survive. And maybe you kind of like, I don't want to say delude, but you kind of like forget that you can still use teamwork to actually accomplish things and stuff like that. Just
I personally think that I've accomplished a lot as an individual artist, but I feel like in the real world, in the business aspect of it, with the Horseman is where I've thrived the most. Like seen more things, opportunities like open for us. It's good to have four other people there. You know, we all keep the wheels moving. I mean, let me not lie, we have our ups and downs more times than we should, but we really come together when we have to. Like a lot of people put a lot of trust on us now because we've been doing a lot for the community lately. Like we've done Juneteenth, the big Juneteenth event up at the state capitol in Vermont. So like we've kind of been connected to a whole different lane than what we initially came in the game trying to, you know, be in. But it's just, you know, sometimes you can't pick your lane picks you, and you just got to follow it. And it's like it's been tough to represent the community and still be like a wild party group. But like even the NAACP represented us, and they was like, well, they're known to party and also, you know, uplifting the people, because we did a couple videos for them for their NAACP award ceremony they just had a couple weeks. So we did 2 videos for them. Like it was crazy. They're not listed for the public. They're like,
I think was one of them when you guys are standing in the line and you each step up to do a verse. Yeah.
So we were able to post them, but they're not listed for you to go find. So we have posted them on our social media for some people to check out if they want. I mean, they're really like, it was an event, so it's kind of like a theater performance. It wasn't like a music video where we out with all these props and stuff like that. It was really just shot to be like a theater performance for this event. So I think it came out great. What the songs had a real positive meaning behind them. So I feel like that's what we came to do, and the videos came out great. So I feel like I said, I never thought I'd be doing videos for the NAACP, especially when I got songs like all kind of wild stuff that I have. You know, I talk about kind of crazy shit. So it's like, but just to be able to step out of my lane and embrace that, and the whole group is like, we don't do that kind of stuff. So to be able to come together and make that happen and keep getting these, and like doors keep opening in that same avenue. So it's like, I'm just happy for the boys. I'm just happy to be back outside.
Definitely. I mean, I guess it's that growth as like a performer, just seeing the new opportunities and just new avenues that you'll go down that maybe you didn't necessarily think about at the first, like when you first started or something, but now just makes complete sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's just a blessing, man. It's fun. Like it's making it all seem like it's worth it, and making us keep pushing harder, trying to get the next project done, get the next event out the way, and become better artists and better men at the same time. We have made each other grow as men at the same time too, not just musically. So it's kind of cool. We can help each other out at hard times and help each other get better in our craft. So it's like kind of good to have those other people, because it's tough to do it by yourself sometimes, pick yourself up and push yourself and all like that. So to have some other people behind you is great.
It helps with the motivation also, I think. Like if you know there's other people grinding and working as hard as you are, it's easier, I think, to, you know, get off your ass and do something.
Word. Yeah. Lead by example, make other. I like that.
Oh yeah, like I can tell, just like sometimes, just like even me doing this by myself, I got to keep myself motivated to like continually reach out to people, try and get guests, chase them down, lock them down for interviews and stuff like that. And then it'll be like maybe in an hour before like I have to interview somebody, and there's just like this part of me just like, oh, I just want to go to bed. I just want I don't even mind. do this right now. Why are you doing this, Tom? And all that. And then I get into the conversation and it's like, all right, cool. I'm good.
Well, you know, you're done. It's going. Yeah, that's a good. I mean, that's why you're doing it though. You know, once you get into doing what your goal is, I mean, I'm pretty sure it just like wakes you up instantly. I've had that same feeling. Like, I'm not ready for this show. I don't want to do this. But then once I get up on the stage and it's like, oh, I'm loving it. I'm sweating. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, it's like it's you psych yourself out beforehand and then you get there. It's like it's weird. Like I don't get that when I had to do stand up. I guess I've kind of just reached that like comfort part. Like I'm not really scared, I guess, or I just don't realize that I'm scared. Like there'll be times like I'll perform and then after it's like my body's shaking or something. It's like an adrenaline dump, but like at the time it's like in a whole out of body experience or something like that. So it's different, I guess, in podcasting because I'm just kind of there with myself and all that. And then it's like, all right, so now I gotta wait, try not to be awkward sometimes and all that. How can I do this or something? You know, that like I may edit my audio sometimes but most of the time it's just like, oh, why'd you just kept talking. You need to just listen. Yeah, let's just cut most of this. You extended this question way too much, Tom. Why? Let's stop yourself.
That's the power of editing. See, you can't edit when you're doing a live show. If you fuck up, you done fucked up.
It's gonna be like the highlights when we do this live show that we're setting up because then it's just like, oh, I can't. That's why I got like co-hosts with me. This way, it's like, all right, yeah. It's like I told them straight up. I was like, don't be afraid that you might talk more than me. It's cool. I'm here for the technical and like just to make sure the show keeps going. I'm like the guide. I'm the guide of like the show. Just like, all right, we got this format. We're just gonna go here. I'm gonna let you guys just talk away. Like if I have you and Dave together or something, just let you guys just go off, and then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, next.
Yeah, then just direct it. Throw something in there to direct us somewhere else. That's how it be.
I get to be the extra with the one-liners. That'll be me on the side there.
That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see that for real.
No, it should.
That's gonna be a good one.
Now, Mr. Fresh, we're nearing the end of our episode together.
Tommy, don't forget we got a one-on-one plan, bro. That's going down.
No, we'll talk after the recording and all that.
The people are gonna want to know what the results were. So when that game does happen, we gotta let them know.
It'll be recorded. Maybe we'll have like a Facebook Live or something like that for like. But you know, I figure we'll have some fun with the filming of that. I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna guarantee a win at the street fight. I mean, street ball.
Oh shit! I see what's happening here. You let the cat out the bag too soon. Okay, I see what's happening.
No. That was Floridian slip, I believe that's what they call it.
I'm on to you. We good. Let's forget. I came out from playing street ball in Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, I'm from the mountains. I was born in Montana.
Oh man, that's gonna be a good one though, Tommy. Yo, man, for real. Thanks for having me, bro. You know it's always good to talk to you and shoot the shit.
But you know, as always, tell people where they can find you, what you're up to, and all these other things.
Alrighty, I just want to announce. So I go by Forever Fresh. This is how you can find all my new music. But I just want to clear up some things. Like I went by the name of Fresh Alone. I released my Dougie album under that, so it's kind of confusing now that I just go by the name Forever Fresh, and I just released a couple songs under that. My album is going to drop on November 29th, so you're going to be able to see a lot more music under the Forever Fresh brand, but that'll be around November 29th. Right now, that's the main thing that I'm working on right now. I've got a couple of videos in store for that. I'm just actually sitting on a few. They'll be out on YouTube real soon before the video. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, you guys can find me on YouTube right now, Forever Fresh. I got tons of videos up there. Apple, Spotify, everywhere you can find Forever Fresh. I got 2 songs out now, but my album will be releasing on November 29th. You can find my first album, Dougie, also on Apple and Spotify. You just got to search under Fresh. And then I do have The Horseman, my group project. That's out. That just came out in January. That's everywhere live as well. I mean, I've been pretty busy. It's so much to talk about in like the last end, but it's like, that's pretty much where you can find me. Instagram, Forever Fresh 718, Doug Hammond on Facebook. Yeah, that's me.
All right, guys. And as always, if you're listening to this podcast, great, you found the podcast. Please like, subscribe, or do whatever is available to you from whatever platform you are listening to this to. And as always, if you'd like to hit me up or send me threatening emails or tell me how badly I am going to lose this basketball game to Fresh, or give me secrets to how to beat Fresh, I will Venmo you whatever money. We can Tanya Hardingham.
I was just about to say that, bro. Yo,
But you can reach out to me at TommyTomP88 on Instagram and the TommyTom88 on Twitter. Fresh, once again, it's great to have you on again.
It's a pleasure, bro. Pleasure.
We, of course, will have some fun. I'll talk to you after we're done recording with a little more things. But guys, thank you once again for listening to this episode, and we will catch you all next time.
I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Flip personality, you know it's I. You never seen my kind, never seen a fucking sliver or a slice. I'm the butcher, choice cuts, know I'm nice. You got beef? I got waggle with a knife. Now I'm gonna be wrapping up bodies up at night. Like Ray Charles, y'all know I'm out of sight. Now I'm gonna be slaying niggas, cause you know I love the life. Yo, you gotta read between the lines. I'm only gonna be moving when I'm read through all the signs. Johnny Mnemonic, I got an upgraded mind. This is for the rebels and the revolutionary minds. Cybernetic linguistics, you know I'm on my mind. Prototype the new dimension, man, that shit is mine. Future is creation and creation is sublime. Make your own legend, only happens with time.